Hello there, everyone. My name is TmLaner, and I am a Blender admin. I'm here today with a tutorial on how to install and properly use Endertainer's MCS3 rig. Now, I'll be guiding you through how to download and prepare the rig, installing the asset library, importing the assets, and then how to use the rig and the rig UI. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, we'll start here in the landing page. Now, if you scroll down a bit, you'll be able to see a download button. Now, clicking this download button will redirect you to Entertainer's Gumroad page. Here, you can see that there are two versions of the rig, the base content version and the extra content version. Now, for most people, the base content is more than enough. However, if you want to support Entertainer and the rig development, you can consider buying the extra content for $5. This will give you a few extra presets, as well as some pre-made cosmetics for your model. However, the full function of the rig is available in the base content. Now, just set the price to 0 and click on I want this. Since I already have the rig, it says purchase again. Once here, all you really need is to input an email address. And this is so that they can give you a confirmation email. And then once you click on get, you can now download the rig. Here, you can now download the rig. And here you can see all of the released versions that you have access to. I would recommend you choose the latest version. So we will be downloading NRig MCS3 base v1.1. Now that you've downloaded the rig, you will need to unzip the content of the file to any desired location in your computer. Just make sure you remember where it is. Once you've unzipped the file, we can now talk about setting up the rig. Now, if at any point you feel confused or need more information, the Entertainer rig also has a wiki to help you out. This will be linked in the description below. And before we continue, it is recommended to have a Blender version of 5.1 or above, as the version of the rig is made for that Blender version. However, it would work for lower versions. We cannot guarantee that anything won't break. All right, so now we are in Blender 5.1, and we're going to be first installing the asset library for this rig. It's pretty simple. We're going to go into a new Blender file, go to Edit, Preferences. Once the Preferences window is opened, you're going to go to the File Paths. Under Asset Libraries, you're going to click on this plus sign, and then navigate to wherever you saved the unzipped folder inside the rig file. You won't see anything here, and that's completely fine. You're just going to add as an asset library, and it's going to pop up here. You also want to change the import method from pack to append, and then in the bottom left, you can save preferences. Now you have successfully added your asset library. How do we actually see the assets? We're going to need to take a context window and change it to the asset browser. Here you can see it'll by default go here, but you can go to NRig MCS3 to show all of the assets from the NRig. And in the bottom, we can see the presets. So I'll just bring out the default preset for now. And it's as simple as that. You just drag it in. Now, it'll open up an operation box here. And if you, for some reason, want to reposition wherever you put your rig, you can do that using this. To center it, you just make everything 0. Or a faster way to do this is to just Control Z. And that'll snap it back to the world origin. Now, usually when it comes in, it'll come in like this, and you actually cannot see your skin in the viewport. If you want to see your skin, you're going to go to your viewport shading options, and in object color, just change it from material to texture. And now you can see your character. Now, moving on, let's talk about the rig UI. Now, by default, it doesn't actually need the rig UI to work. You can just go into the settings bone, and then in the properties section, if you go to item in your end panel, you can see all of the settings itself, but it's a little bit unorganized. That's why we have a rig UI for this. So in order to enable the rig UI, you're going to want to go to the scripting tab, and in the text pad, you're going to look for this. Once you're here, all you really need to do is run the script. And once you're done, let's go back to the general layout. We just click on the rig, make sure you're clicking on the rig, you're in pose mode, and in the end panel, you can see end rig in the bottom. Now, here is all of the actual controls that you can use. Again, these can also be controlled here, but of course, it's much easier in this format. All right, so how does the actual rig UI work? It's an auto run script specifically. So if I just save the file and we just reopen the file here, a pop-up will come up. This pop-up is basically Blender asking you, can I automatically run the script I found inside this blend file? If you say yes, it will automatically just run it. If you say ignore, it won't run it and you have to manually run it yourself. Now, there is an option that says permanently allow execution of scripts. This is a little dangerous to use because if you have downloaded a blend file from the internet, but it has a script file that you are unaware of, it can automatically just run the script and it could have malicious code in and it could actually damage computer. So be careful with automatically running scripts here. But for this case, I'm just going to say yes. And if you want to disable that, you can now go to preferences and in save and load, you can just turn off auto run Python scripts and that will no longer be an issue. Okay, and finally, I'll just do a quick rig usage overview for people who have never used Blender before. So in order to use this rig, you're going to have to left click onto the rig armature, which is just the outline of the rig. You're then going to want to switch into pose mode, which can be done using this drop down menu up here, or you can press Control Tab as a shortcut. Once here, you can press G after selecting a bone to move the bone. You can also press R, and you can also press S. I would recommend you try go and see what each of these controls do. Okay. Next, you can also press N to get the rig panel. Make sure you select the end rig option on the end panel. This will give you information on the rig, as well as all the different customization settings you can have. You have a bunch of different rig bone settings and systems, and there's also deformation options that you can use. I would recommend you guys go through all of this, as well as play around with the rig first before you actually use it, so you get an understanding and you can customize the rig to however you want to animate, render, or model. Okay, and without further ado, that is the end of the tutorial. If you guys still have any questions, you can go to Entertainer's Discord server and ask for help there, or you can go ahead and look at the wiki again. The wiki basically just shows everything I've done here, but a little bit more in depth. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, please do leave a like and subscribe just to show that I did a great job. And if you guys want to see some anime inspired Minecraft animations, you can also check my channel. It will be down in the description. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Entertainer, for this opportunity, and see you guys next time.